Welcome to Orlando, Florida, a couple of teams hoping to finish their season in magical fashion by taking home a victory in the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Wisconsin Badgers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Michigan State's offense will go on the attack first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Flushed out of the pocket. Nice move to keep running. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
After that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Wants to throw. It's Darrisaw. He's got it on the run. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Wisconsin's offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard runners.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be fourth down. The Badgers will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The run to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Darrisaw. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Sparty's defensive front is dominating. They have a great history of doing that.
Yeah, getting after the quarterback, man. Getting off the football, getting upfield, being disruptive, being a great defense that can stop the run and find the quarterback. Man, that's what you'd like to see if you're a Spartans fan.
And the Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions with C-zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Slithers into space. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. The give to the back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The hand to the running back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Spartans are facing 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak for it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. The ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Darrisaw. Here's a heat. He's got him. Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the 1st quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. We've reached a break, and Michigan State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. The Spartans are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. There he goes. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. They're going to ride this running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Back to pass. Using the quick game. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Back to throw, it's Darrisaw. Lets it fly. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Big guy smells it. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looking to throw. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Badgers want to crank the tempo.
That's a good-looking run there. And if you're going to be RB1 for Wisconsin, you're going to be pretty talented. Because you think of the guys they've had in this backfield in recent years, the Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dayne, Monty Ball. How about Jonathan Taylor that's getting it done now on Sundays? This guy's got power, he's got speed, he's got shiftiness, he's got all the tools you need to be successful and play on Sunday.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looking downfield on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Hands it off. Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Badgers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield, it's Quinn. Working the big fella to the corner. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And with the extra point, they're now down 9-7. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They want to run it left here. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Spartans with a long way to go after the loss pass on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Beckham. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Darrisaw. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Gets it out quickly. Across the 25, he's got room. He's brought down the 1 to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this defense doing a really good job with situational football. Both drives. Last drive gave up some yards, 0 points. This drive forcing a 3rd and long. You bring on the pass rushers. You get after them in a predictable situation.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Flips it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Never a doubt. Lead now 5 here in the second.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up a touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half. But you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Quinn. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Sweet spin. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And back to the air on second down. Under fire. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
A first half that gave us some riveting moments, Reese. Not to mention the dramatic and the unexpected. Just a dynamite start to the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Finding open areas. Crosses the 35. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. From the gun, running back gets the give. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gets it out fast. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Quinn. Quickly complete. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They'll go back to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Badgers! They take the lead with the 6. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small